Ryan, you feel like the offense is kind of, I don't know, in a groove right now?
Yeah, the last few games we've been seeing the ball well, been able to lay off some tough pitches, those pitches just out of the zone. Been really barreling the ball up. Some haven't fallen, some going right to you guys. But as a whole, I think our team is seeing the ball well, and we're putting the ball in play a lot. Not as many Ks in the last few games as we had last Friday. So yeah, those are all good signs. I think we're starting to get the train rolling a little bit on offense.
You didn't get a hit tonight, but the team had 12 hits. Do you think that's kind of an indication that things are working up and down the order?
Yeah, I think so. I think we had guys that hits all up and down the lineup today, and that's always a good sign. Especially when you have bottom half of the order and you have guys on base and they're driving in runs. Mike Bernal did a great job today in the 9-hole. Driving the ball off the wall, and that was huge for us. That got us going. So it's definitely a good sign when you see those guys in the bottom half of the order. Fouling off pitches, seeing a lot of pitches, making that pitcher work harder for the top of the lineup guys to come up, and they did a great job today.
How about the bullpen? Came in and shut them down.
Yeah, I think Phillips had a little bit of trouble locating early. Then our bullpen, guys that hadn't thrown a lot and guys who haven't gotten to recently, those are weekend guys that got to throw today, and they did a great job pounding the zone. Really just mixing up their stuff and keeping Stephen F. Austin, off balance really. But yeah, Poche was feeling it today. He did really well. I think he only had one or two mistake pitches, and that was it. He was really good today, and that's good to see for us.
Y'all played arguably the toughest SEC schedule to date. Just talk about where this team's positioned going into the second half.
Yeah, we've played some really good teams. We have another great team coming in on Friday. The schedule has been tough, but hopefully that's going to be getting us ready for postseason. We're going to be battle tested, and we're grinding through these games as best we can. I think we're a little under 500 in the SEC, but there's no quitting our guys right now. It's get down 2 games to a good LSU team. We really fought on Sunday to get that win, and that's definitely a good sign for us. But we're really just looking forward to Friday. Getting out tomorrow, also just getting to practice and just get ready for Vandy.
You mentioned the bottom half of the order. What have you thought about what Blake Jackson does, getting you guys there in the middle of the order as well?
He's given us a good power bat. A guy that has shown that he can handle the bat at times, and he's able to drive the ball. Whether it's out of the park or drive the ball in the gap for a double. And it's kind of a just a little boost that when he's coming to the plate, he can juice one out of the park at any time. And that's another good sign. We have guys that are coming off the bench, guys that don't play as much, that are getting their opportunities and taking advantage of them. And he had another good day today, and that was awesome.
Just from a confidence standpoint, these last 2 games, and I know the pitching tonight wasn't what you see on the weekends, but just to kind of jump out on a team and never trail, what's that do for you guys?
Well, I think it kind of relaxes us, as an offense, just getting out on top and not being down 4-0 every game, like it seems that we are sometimes. You're just able to relax and get good pitches to hit. There's not a whole lot of panic when you're out front at home, but yeah, like you said, the pitching wasn't quite what we're used to as in the SEC, but they did a great job mixing up their stuff today. So that was good of us to get ahead and get their starter out and get to that bullpen.
Mike, you got 3 hits, 3 RBIs tonight. How'd you feel it went for you?
I felt really good at the plate. I was real calm and real, relaxed through my swing. So I feel like that was helping me see the ball better, and that's something me and the coaches have been working on. And I think I did a pretty good job at, using those tips and stuff from the coaches and even my brother. I call my brother back home. He plays some ball, so we talk a lot, and I think that helped me out a lot today.
So many times this year there's been a lot of production from the top half of the order, but not much at the bottom. Kind of flipped tonight. What was it like to see that?
That's good. Anytime you can get the bottom of the order to get some action, it's kind of a big deal for a team. It kind of gets everybody rolling. They don't feel all that pressure at the top of the lineup. So anytime you can take that pressure off of the top of the lineup and score some runs from the bottom of the lineup, I think it's good for a team. I think we did that well tonight.
What kind of advice did your brother give you?
He was watching my swing on TV and against the LSU series, and he had some tips on my bat path. He said my bat path was off on a couple swings, a couple games, and so I made that adjustment in here today with some coaches and off the tee early and before BP and stuff. So.
How nice is it these last couple of games to jump out on a team and never trail? Does it relax you?
See, that's something that's awesome for us. You know, we know that our pitching's gonna keep us in the game, even if we're not scoring runs. You know, so anytime we can give them that support, it's a huge relief. I can only imagine what type of relief it is for the pitchers to have all those runs on the board and go out there and just pitch, not have to worry about every single pitch. Changing the game.
You feel like the offense as a whole is kind of coming around right now?
I'd like to think so. This past weekend, everybody got it rolling pretty well, and coming into today's game, that's something that we wanted to keep going, and I feel like we did that. So everybody's having some pretty good ABs, taking some good swings, and I feel like we got it rolling a little bit.
How much of a boost do you think Blake Baxendale's given you guys since he's gotten in the lineup?
That's a big deal in the lineup when you can have somebody DHing with some pop in the lineup. It's always a plus. Obviously, Blake's been putting some extra juice on the ball out there. He had a grand slam out at LSU, and today had a double in the gap. So he's seen the ball well. Taking some good swings. So that's always good.
To get Vanderbilt in here this weekend, obviously, one of the top teams in the SEC. What are your thoughts on that series and maybe how big that is for the team?
After this weekend, I'd like to think we're all pretty excited. We went out there to Baton Rouge and we battled and had some close games and failed twice. But I think Sunday was us sort of getting back at them for the entire weekend. Just getting out there and hitting the ball and playing good defense. And I feel like we rolled over today and got all of that. Kept that going. So we're pretty excited for this weekend, especially it being an SEC series. We got a TV game on Sunday again on ESPN. So it's really exciting for us. We're pretty excited for this weekend.